Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. As stated in the previous video that I'm going to cover the 30-day challenge for Power BI, in which I will be covering all the basic and advanced topics of Power BI. So this is the day one of covering the topics. Let's get started with what we are going to have in this video and what we are going to explore. Let's get started. First, we will have the overview of the Power BI. What is Power BI and why it is used and why it is so much popular. Next, we will look into the sample reports and dashboards so that you can have more understanding about what you are going to do and what is the significance of Power BI. Next, we will get the data from any kind of source, whether it can be a flat file or SQL or any other sources, because Power BI gave a numerous kind of data source. Next we have the data connectivity mode, which will tell us that how our data will be connected to the data source. Then we have the different kinds of data source that Power BI offers. Next we will look into the data source settings. So let's get started with overview of Power BI. So Power BI is a suite of business analytics tools that deliver insight throughout your organization. It helps you to connect to hundred of data sources. Like there are so many data sources that we can connect in the Power BI and build a report on this. And it helps in data preparation and drive ad hoc analysis. The main idea of Power BI is to analyze what our business is doing and get all the insights of our from our data. With Power BI, you can produce a beautiful reports and publish them for your organization and consume them in the web or any mobile devices that you have. Okay, now let's get started with why we use Power BI. That was the first question that came into my mind when I have started the Power BI career. uh, we use Power BI for the business analytics, and it enables us to visualize our data. If you have a scenario that you have an Excel report and a Power BI report in which all that bar chart and other things are present, we can get more understanding of our data with the bar chart one, because if we have something in the picture format, our mind reads it fast. So that's the main aim of this business intelligence tool. Plus it have a numerous data source that an Excel can't have, and it can perform the ETL process basically in the Power Query. And it also have the data models in which we can build a sophisticated relationships and models that create compelling visualization and reports. But why exactly we use Power BI? I have some key reason and use cases for it. First, we have the interactive dashboards, which I'll going to show you. So here is the report that I was talking about. This is basically a report which will show the sales and the orders and inventory of a particular company, in which I have four kind of uh, navigation pages, in which the first will showcase all of the order details that I have. You can slice and dice according to your needs. You can choose 2018 data. The data will change according to your needs. So you can directly see the difference between your Excel report and Power BI report, because it will have a very strong uh, way, so that it can get into your mind, like there are these orders, there are delivered orders, these kind of orders, and it will show the behind. If we can track our reports that if our sales are behind or not. There are different kind of navigation, we can filter out unsuccessful deliveries, etc. So here are some perks that why we are using Power BI report, so that we can get more insight of our data. That is very important nowadays because data is increasing at very high speed. The next topic that we are going to is the get data topic. We'll cover the data sources as well simultaneously within these topics, and we'll cover the data source settings in this after the data sources as well. So once you have downloaded the Power BI, you have to download the Power BI from the web, and it is easily available. Once you click on the downloading Power BI desktop, it will pop up, and you have to follow the instructions that pop ups on the screen. So after downloading it, you will see an interface like this. This is the interface when I have not loaded any kind of data in it. So we'll click on the get data option. It is the hub in which all the data sources are present. We can extract the data from the different kind of data sources. Once I will click on more, there are hundreds of data sources that Power BI can connect to, and there are different kind of data sources available. You can check all these one by one, like I have files, database, Power Platform, Azure online services, and any other data sources. So let's connect the data, which is Excel workbook. I will click on Excel and connect it. I will choose a locally downloaded file that I have in this. Our data will be loaded into this, and once I will click on these check boxes, you can see the preview of our data right in front of it. We have an option of loading the data and transforming the data. I will just load the data for now because the transformation data I will show you in the next upcoming videos. You will have a dedicated videos for them, and I will click on load. Data is loading. It will take a minute or so to load this data. Let's wait for a minute. So my data is loaded and it is visible over here, the data pane. The data pane contains all the data that I have in my Power BI files. Like I have customer, geography, items, and sales. You can have a elaborated view of this data in the data view, in which you have all the tables and all the data present in our Power BI files. Okay. Let's look into the data source settings. And what is this? Once I click on the Power BI settings, then I will go into the options and settings. The data source settings is present over here. You can change your source if you want to. You can change your source by clicking on this. Like I don't want this Excel to be my source. You can directly change sources from this. Sometimes there is an option in which you have created the file in development portal, and you have to change it into the production. You can directly do it from this. Then you can click on edit permission, like privacy level that you wanted in the organization level, public level, private level, etc. And there is a global permission, that is the permission that is for whole Power BI files that you are going to load. Next, we will look into the different kinds of connectivity mode that Power BI has. In the context of Power BI, we have three modes that are present in Power BI. Connection mode is something that how our data sources are connected to each other, and there are three kinds of data source connectivity mode. First is we have import, in which the data from the data source is imported into the Power BI and stored in a data set within the Power BI's internal storage. Like I have just uploaded four files in front of you. That is an import mode because all the files were stored in the Power BI storage itself. This mode is suitable when you need fast performance and the data is not frequently updated. Next, we have direct query mode. This mode allows Power BI to directly connect the data source in real time or near real time. Instead of importing the data, Power BI sends query to the underlying data sources each time visualization or report is refreshed. So when I have sent a query to a Power BI, then it will send the query into the source where the data is imported from. Like I have an Azure storage, and the mode that my BI report is connected is the direct query mode. So when the data is refreshed, the query will be sent to the Azure portal only. So there is no querying of the data in the Power BI storage region. Next, we have live mode. It establishes a live connection to the external data stores such as SQL Server Analysis services or Azure Analysis services. The what Power BI does is it drive the data directly from SSAS or